My cat wants to kill me, so I don't even care that those aren't up yet. Ah! So I still have my cat. Some people on Twitter, I ran some polls on Twitter, and doing the video that we had up last week and this one, the Nova update, tied. So I decided to do the one I already had edited and filmed and stuff, and then do this one the following week. So Nova, who hates me right now, yes, chew on mom all you want. This is about you. As you can tell, she doesn't like to be held anymore. Not that she liked being held before, but this now it's like she will do whatever it takes to get away from me. What's funny is we're best friends. Like, she cuddles with me all the time. This morning, she came and kissed me on my cheek. It was very cute. She is actually quite cute, but she just hates being held. Likes to be the one in control of the situation, and when she's being held, she's not in control anymore. So Nova, she's grown obviously quite a bit since I got her, even since the beginning of the last video when I showed her off before. She's basically like a full-grown cat. She just has some filling out to do. She may get, oh, she went after a bug. She might do a little bit more growing because she still has some loose skin in her that she should be able to grow into, but we'll see. There probably isn't much growing past this now. But yeah, like, she's a very free spirit. She is definitely a murderer. She hasn't killed anything yet. Ow, okay. Ouch, she got me. Just a little bit on the hand. It's fine. Don't hate me too much. You know I love you. She's definitely a murderer. Ow. That she actually went past my epidermis. I know science. It's not bleeding, so it's fine. But yeah, so she's definitely a killer. She is definitely like, if a mouse were to get in, or a squirrel, if a mouse were to get in, it would not stand a fighting chance. And that was one of the stipulations that my dad had about me getting another cat, was this cat had to be a mouser. Because here's the thing. Corvette wasn't really a mouser, and Cobalt can't hear. So she's not really much of a mouser either. I keep thinking it's gonna bleed, and it is like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Corvette was the queen, and so Corvette did nothing. There was one time where I was in the kitchen, she was in the kitchen, and we saw a mouse run between us, and she looked at me like, "What are you gonna do about that? That's disgusting." That is definitely something that Dad really wanted. And Cobalt will get mice from time to time, and then whenever she does, she's super proud of herself. And we're proud of her too, because again, she can't hear, so everything she does is with sight. And so like, she goes after a mouse and she gets it. That means the mouse, she was faster than the mouse, because the mouse couldn't hide and she couldn't stalk it after that. So yeah, like I said, Nova's gonna be quite the mouser. She is really big on sound. Matter of fact, she may not come to it right now. Here she comes. You can't see her. She went underneath my desk. But yeah, she actually came to that sound. That sound makes her come, and that obviously sounds like a rodent is near. And so she's definitely into that sound. She is definitely into chasing anything that moves. So I got her for Christmas, I got her this like thing that throws out a feather on either side of it, and she drags it around. It's amazing. And then I got this laser light thing, and she'll ask me to play with it by coming up to it and just like batting it. And she asks me to play with it, and every time I grab it, she gets super excited because she loves it, and she goes crazy for it. Just absolutely crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a cat react that excited to a laser pointer before, but oh my goodness, this cat went insane for it. So yeah, she's definitely a hunter, definitely a murderer. When I was a kid, we had a cat named Frisky who would catch birds out of the air. She was so good at what she did. And my mom and I are convinced that if she were allowed outside, which she is not, But if she were allowed outside, she has been outside a couple of times, but on a leash with a harness, not free range. But my mom and I both full-heartedly believe that if she was allowed outside, like if we were still in the Brainerd Lakes area, we'd probably allow her to go outside, at least supervised. She would definitely be much like Frisky was. And yeah, she is definitely a hunter. She's definitely still a cuddle bug. She just doesn't cuddle in the same way she used to. Like in the old video that I did, she came up and she like she was like, I was holding her like this, and then she like flipped, so I was holding her like a baby, and then I would just like kind of stroke her belly like this. She used to love that. She does not love that anymore. She still likes having her belly stroked, but only like in the morning when we cuddle. So when I lay down and then I kind of sit up, but I'm like laying down like I'm on my, like I'm like this, like on my phone or whatever, and I am in a different position, and so she'll jump up and go to where I was sleeping, and she will lay down there, and then she'll usually roll over on her back, and I'll rub her belly, and that's part of our morning routine. Our other morning routine is that she just comes and cuddles with me while I'm still like in bed laying down, like laying down, and that's just part of our morning routine now. And our night routine is I sit on the couch, watch TV, and she jumps up onto my lap and falls asleep and takes a nice long nap on my lap. Sometimes she'll go between me and Cosmo because she cuddles with Cosmo a lot too. She cuddles with Cosmo so much. Like, she loves her puppy. She is obsessed with Cosmo. Like, when he goes outside, she'll run from window to window to window, and she will like search for him until she sees him. And then when she sees him, she'll follow him. So she'll stay in one window until she can't see him in that window anymore. Then she'll go to the next one and then do the same thing, and then go to the next one and do the same thing. She is obsessed with her dog. As a matter of fact, he was just outside before I filmed, and he wanted to come in. So he came to the middle window, which is like the most common window for me to see through, because it doesn't matter if I'm at my computer, on my bed, or on the couch, or in the kitchen. I can see him through that window, and he knows that. So he came to that window. He comes to that window whenever he wants to come inside. He comes to that window, and Nova jumped up and started like pawing at the glass because she wanted to like get him. She wanted to play with him, and they play all the time. It's so cute. So Nova will come and attack him, and then he'll chase her around a little bit, and then she'll hide, and then he'll be upset because he can't get to her, and then she'll come out and attack him. It's so adorable, and you can tell that it's play because she's not scared. She's not showing any signs of fear. Cosmo's not showing any signs of fear. His tail is wagging. Her tail is upright and like in the friendly upright position. She and Cosmo love each other. And looking back, because I also was watching the video when I went and got her, and watching how scared she was at first, like that feels like a lifetime ago. Like that just feels like forever ago. She is so not that cat anymore. She has changed her personality quite a bit over the months now that I've had her. How many months have I had her? July, August, September, October, November, December, January, 6 months. Oh my God, we've been together for half a year. That is wild. That's wild. Anyway, she has definitely changed her personality quite a bit. I've removed the double-sided tape from pretty much everywhere. There's still some right here by Van's tank. I should probably take that off. I'm afraid to, because it wasn't coming off clean. But she still bugs the geckos from time to time, and they're still a little wary of her being around, but they're getting better at coming out while she's out, and coming out during the nighttime while I'm still awake like they used to. But we're all still learning how to live together in harmony. Her favorite is Van, I think, because he's by the bed, so he's the easiest to see. But she'll get down into, like, because my headboard have these little cubbies on the side, so she'll get down into the cubbies on the side that he's on, and she'll just sit there in that cubby and just watch him. It's so funny. And Van's not afraid of anything. Van doesn't give a crap. It's the others that all are a little wary of her. Van's like, whatever, I got this. Van's a jerk. I love you, Van, but you're a jerk. Yeah, that's Nova. That's Nova. Let's see what else. She loves to hide things. That is one of the things that drives me bonkers. She hides things. She always has. Like, even when I made that video, she started hiding things. But it's gotten to a point where she hides everything. If it's mine or if it's Cosmo's, and she doesn't want it to be mine or Cosmo's anymore, she will hide it on us. She has hidden Cosmo's Kong. I found it. She has hidden some of my plushies. She has hidden her treats in the past. She has hidden Cosmo's treats. She has hidden my Christmas decor. She has hidden even like a pop of mine once. She hid, can't remember which pop it was now. It was one of my friend's pops. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it was anymore. But she has hidden so many things. I think I have found everything. I don't think I am missing anything anymore, but I'm sure I might be. I don't know. It's a lot. She went after Buster, which... Did she hide Buster? I don't see Buster. The Gundam from Gundam Seed that I have. The Gundam model. I found him. But she did hide one of his guns. The other one is on the floor right there. But she keeps going after Buster. Oh no, and I think she broke part of him. Oh well. That's okay. Nice choice in Gundams. I'm glad she didn't go after Epion, because that would have been really unfortunate, because Epion's my favorite. But yeah, she hasn't gone after, like... Okay, take that back. The Magna Defender's gun is gone. Found it. It just landed in something. Is this the No, this is Buster's gun! She hides things, and she hides them in very weird places. Where is your gun, Magna Defender? Oh well, that's fine. We'll find it eventually. But yeah, so she goes after the weirdest things that are either mine or Cosmo's, and she hides them. She hid my Mike Wazowski. She hid my Mike Wazowski plush. Luckily, this one was easy to find because it's so big. But yeah, she hid this. I got that out from where it was hidden today. I knew where it was for a very long time, but I just didn't bother grabbing it because I knew she'd just put it back. But yeah, she hides things, which is wild to me. Like, it's so funny. She hoards things and hides them. I don't know why. It's so bizarre. But yeah, she's got quite the little personality. She is really funny. She mimics certain things. So she mimics kisses. So when I say she kissed me on the cheek today, she actually like puts her mouth up against your face for like just a second. And like, it's almost like she's mimicking kissing. Corvette did it too, but Corvette, like, it would actually open her mouth as she would come away. Like, mwah. You know, she would actually like open her mouth as she came away from it. Nova doesn't do that. Nova also mimics no, which you would have heard at the beginning of that. It was like a very different meow than she normally does, which you guys don't hear her meow, so you don't recognize that it's a different meow than she does, but it's definitely a different meow. So it's where she actually like drops the last part of the meow, meow. So it's no. And I think she's legitimately trying to like mimic the word no. It's so funny because all of her other meows, it goes meow, meow, and then when she's upset about something, she goes meow, meow, like she's saying no. It's so weird. She's such an interesting cat. The double-sided tape actually stopped working once she got used to it. So now I have Keep Off, which is a spray. It's a citronella spray. Which would be great because that means there will be no mosquitoes down here during the summer either. Because I tend to have a mosquito problem because people tend to keep my door open. Looking at you, Dad. Because I do allow him to use my door when he is grilling because it's just easier for him sometimes. And so I get mosquitoes in here all the time. I get flies in here all the time, so she'll take care of the flies since my Venus flytrap died. Partially because of her. She doesn't like plants. So she has destroyed Denali's plant. She has eaten both of the succulents in my fairy garden. And I think that's it. She has ripped off parts of my salvia plant, but that's pretty much it. And don't worry, every time I've brought a plant into this house, I have made sure that they are not toxic to cats. So she's fine. But yeah, she's an interesting cat. I think she hid my Timon. No, she just made him fall. Okay, no, I see him. Anyway, it's just really funny. She's obsessed with these. She hasn't hidden any of them. She just drops them to the floor. She just doesn't like them up here. And I don't know why she doesn't like them up here. Maybe she doesn't like my design choices. But that's fine because they won't all fit up here next year. I gotta find a new place for them again. Ugh, it's so frustrating. But yeah, so that is my Nova update. She is doing well. We are all doing well. I sleep through most nights. There are some nights where she still feels like we need to play in the middle of the night. But for the most part, I sleep very well at night now. The only thing is she doesn't like when I try to sleep in. So like New Year's when I try to sleep in because I was up until 12:30 because I was watching Power Rangers because I found out that there was a way that you could watch Lost Galaxy, the Power of 10. So the team up with in space. In such a way that at midnight you see them all morphed and then the explosion happens. And I'm like, that is the perfect way, other than watching like the Disney fireworks, which I do every year, which I didn't do this year because of that. It's the perfect way for me to ring in the new year. So that's what I did. And then you don't watch part one and then not watch part two. Like, come on. So I watched that. So I didn't get to bed until like 12:30, which is super late for me. I actually dozed off quite a bit before midnight and I almost gave up because I was like, you know what? I am so exhausted. This is like torture to stay up this late for me. Like, it is torture. It's so much easier if I've got friends with me. But anyway, I tried to sleep in the next morning and I got to 7 o'clock and Nova was like, nope, now you have to wake up because I'm not used to you sleeping this late. So Nova does not like when I sleep in, and it's fine. I don't have to sleep in. But yeah, Cosmo has a new best friend. He cares a lot about his kitty, but she also stresses him out. So when we go upstairs to my parents' unit to have dinner or whatever, or breakfast or whatever we're doing, and I'll go, okay, Cosmo, do you want to go see your kitty? And he'll look at me like I'm nuts. So he loves his kitty, but she also irritates him. So there's that. Anyway, there you guys go. That is my Nova update. Love her to pieces. She is my sweet little baby, even though she did try to murder me. Not as bad as Langley one time. Langley actually mangled my hand one time. It's a fun story. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'll see you guys all next week. Oh my gosh, the countdown to Disney World is here. I'm so excited. Anyway. I'm also currently on jury duty, so that's fun fact. I'm on jury duty for 2 whole months. I just don't have to go in. I just have to wait for them to send me mail to be like, oh, guess what? Now's your time to go in. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I did get an excusal for going to Disney World. So we'll see what happens. I might end up on jury duty. And if I end up on jury duty, I won't be able to make videos. So if I disappear, that's why. Just so you know. Oh, Cosmo, you're fine. Cosmo wants to go upstairs because he wants to go see Grandma and Grandpa now. Hi. Anyway. There. You can see my microphone in the frame. This video is going to be a mess.